Oh, that was fast. Okay. No, no, no. No, no, no. Sorry, guys. Good morning, Annette, or afternoon. Hello, everyone. I am seriously trying to make space here. Whenever you do one of the fireplaces like we're going to do. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Deborah. Yay, Dawn. Welcome in. Whenever I do one of the fireplaces for the first time, I have to have a bunch of items around me because I never know what I'm going to use, what I'm not going to use, what do I want, and hope that it's close by when I do want it. Okay? Which means we are doing the green guy fireplace today. Told you guys I'd show you how to put that together. Okay? So I'm ready to ensemble this piece, all right? I want to show you guys a couple of things before we start to assemble. So I'm just going to let some people come in, okay? Try to move stuff out of my way so I've got enough room to move. This is the piece that we're working on. It's one of the fireplaces, okay? All I've done so far is I just hot glued a bunch of the floral foam on the top because that's what we're going to use to attach our pieces to the top of this fireplace, okay? And then what I did was I went through the foam pieces and I just put some toothpicks like going this way, toothpicks going this way, toothpick going this way, just to try to give these pieces some extra support, okay? So that's all I did so far to my fireplace, okay? Hi, Meg. Hi, Kat Holloman. Hi, Lisa. All right, so this is going to be the green guy. But before we start on him, I printed out... Hi, Ina Epps. Good afternoon. I'm going to show you guys. We printed, my husband shrunk these down for us to use with the Christmas tree. Okay, so I am going to cut a green Christmas tree. And I want to see if I can bend it a little bit while the clay is still moist to make it look kind of like a Grinch tree. I do have this piece that Nancy Poole made for me. So this would be my worst case, not worst case scenario, but I was pretty sure I was going to put this on there. But to show you guys the tree cookie with the new drips that would be good size for these, I want to make one. I wanted to put a couple of presents on there. So I found some present files. So I printed them in different sizes. Okay, so this is the largest one. The largest present is from outer to outer, 3 inches. Then we altered the size to this one. I really like this size. This size is 2 1/4. Then we've got the next size down, right? This one is this is 1.5 inches. And then this one is just about 1 inch. Okay, so, hi Lori Reynolds. Good afternoon. Hi Rosie. Hi everyone. Come on in. We're going to put the fireplace together today, okay? So, and we're going to give it the green guy theme is what's going on this fireplace, okay? So, I have 2 clay pieces, the ones that we made the other day, right? These are going to go on my fireplace, okay? So, hi, Rhodey. And did I say hi to you? All right, guys, I'm going to move you guys down so that you guys can see. Hopefully, you can see over the fireplace. Let's move the fireplace over here so it doesn't block my camera. So let's get you guys down. Let's see. Let's go this way so you can see everything we're doing. Okay. That should be okay right there. Hi, Brandy. All right. So these are the different sizes of the gifts, okay? And I thought about putting some gifts on my fireplace, so I wanted them available in different sizes, okay? So there's the whole set. These I just printed. These are 3D printed off my printer because I thought about maybe having a couple of 3D presents that I could put on this fireplace as well. So I was just printing some yesterday so that I would have items to use, right? Because when you start putting your fireplace together, you want to make sure that you have, you know, just random stuff that you might want to put on your fireplace. So I'm gluing, or trying to glue, this is not working. This is also very, very sharp. Just trying to glue my star on, or my bow to my package so that it doesn't come off and it's not wanting to stay. This is filament. Made a mess, actually. Probably should have just used super glue. All right. I think I'm just going to go with super glue. Let's see how that does. Let's just put a dollop of super glue on that. Right there. I'm trying to get this on here going in the direction it needs to be going, which is this way. It's supposed to fit right on there, like that. It's a little 3D present, okay? Gluing it on so it doesn't move. I made these green so that they'll go with my theme. Mostly green and red. This is going to be the bottom anyways. See, I can't get this top piece to want to stay there. Thought if I glued it, that would help, but it's just not wanting. What a pain in the neck. It's like off center. right, this looks like that's the best that that's going to be. I have to This is just the life of a 3D printer. Sometimes these pieces you have to assemble. Then we'll just set these aside and we'll let these dry. This goes this way. Like that. It's supposed to snap right in there, just like that. Okay. So let that set up over there. All right, now we're going to cut. I've never cut with these yet. We're going to cut with a couple of these presents and see how they work out. Hi, Sharon Conway. Hi, Kelly Metheny. Hi, Sue. Not yet. I don't have the gifts aren't quite up yet. We're doing a trial and run with them right now. I'm going to try, let's see, I want the big one. Let's try these two, okay? Let's try red for one with white ribbon. All right, so let's try one that way. And then this one we'll do maybe pink. Let's see, because we do have one of the pink guys. Grinch guys are pink, so we'll see. Okay, but I want to play with these first. If everything looks good, then I'll post them right after the live. Okay, I usually try to try a new product first, go live, show you guys, right, and then I'll post them in my shop, and then I'll let you guys know. Now, I kind of want this thick. You can put a cookie bottom on it, like use your cookie color and make it look like a cookie present. Like this one. You know, let's do it. What the heck? Why not? Let's do the cookie piece first. Let's do some cookie dough. Well, welcome in, Lisa. Welcome in. I'm Jill, Jill-O Creations. I have an Etsy shop, so anything that you see me using here is usually available in my Etsy shop. All right, now this is brand new, so I'm going to go ahead with my paintbrush, and I'm just going to run some water. I only use water around my cookie cutter just because it's new and I don't want it to stick. Okay. I'm going to use my acrylic roller to pop that out and then just tap my edges nice and clean. So that's our base. It's all about the base, about the base. It's all about the base. You guys, I noticed on some of my videos that the internet kind of comes and goes and it like freezes up. Don't panic. Don't leave. It usually comes right back. I wanted to let you guys know that. I did see that on the last video. That's what happened. But because I just now see on my tablet that's running the Mevo, it says slow internet. So I might slow down or freeze for a second, but I usually pop right back. Okay? There's really nothing I can do about that. That's why I try to come on earlier in the day because most people are working, right? And in the evenings, there's just more traffic on the internet and it might, you know, affect the video more. All right, so this has already been wet down once, so I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. Again, I've not used this. This is the first time I'm using these cutters, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna set this right on top of my cookie. Line it up. Looks good, right? Looks good. Then I am gonna wet my imprint piece. Okay, this is my imprint piece. I'm just watering it down with the paintbrush, right? And I'm just going to press. Just tapping some of my water off because that red will stain. Now, it doesn't stain, but it comes off, okay? It does come off. I'm on day 9 of my liquids only. Hi, Walt. Hi, Georgiana. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you, Georgiana, I'm sorry. It does that. I see a notification, but I should come right back. Okay, I should come right back. So here's, I could probably make that a little bit darker, but I'm afraid that if I push that, I'm going to miss that, right? So the gift would go that way. So I don't usually like doing this. I usually just like doing it by hand. I don't like putting clay inside there and lining it up to pop off. It never really works for me. But let's give it a shot and let's just, for the heck of it, let's see what happens. I definitely got to put water in there to make sure that the clay comes out. All right. But I do need to make sure that it sticks to the outside of my cookie cutter. So I'm going to tap off some of that water. I'm going to roll this out in a white. See, I would just more or less by myself, I would roll out a little piece and put that on there by itself. But I am going to try this. Hi, Brandy. So let's see. I need, what do I need? I need, let's see. Let me try something. I'm just working this out in my head, you guys, because these are brand new. All right, brand new. Yeah, see, I don't like doing it this way. Yeah, this isn't working for me. No, and besides, you can see some of the red. All right, let me do it this way. Just making sure that this is nice and even inside the lines. And then let's do it on the thicker white pieces over here. Okay, I'm just trying to line this up nice and even. It's just me. You guys, I'm OCD. I'm OCD. You don't need a whole lot of clay in here. All right, let's see how this goes. Please don't ruin my cookie. So this would line up. Actually, you know what? Well, while we're doing this, we might as well put the top part of our bow on as well. I mean, because we can always do this by hand. I don't need a lot of clay in there, right? All right, let's see. Cross your fingers. Cross your fingers. So I'm just going to line this up. I got to put pressure down. You can roll your No, see, this never works for me. I can never get it out of there. So what I would do, the top part came out without a problem, right? I would just do it by hand. If you've got a different trick for yourself to make it work, but I just get impatient, so I just do it myself. I'm using this tool. This is the one that's working really well for me because it's got that edge on it, right? That works really well lining this up. Okay, now let's get this one out. See, this doesn't even want to come out. So all I'm going to do, again, anything that's got red on it, I got to throw it away because the red transfers. I mean, it really, it's kind of a pain in the neck. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to make my own. So I'm just going to roll this out. I'm going to flatten it out, right? I'm going to either use scissors or I'm going to use my blade. And I'm just going to cut straight lines. Let's see how far I need this. Right there. I know it's tedious, but some people like it like that. Right? Okay, so this one would go just like that. See how much easier it is if you just do it by yourself? I mean, unless you're a master of getting those things out of the cookies, I am not. Okay, so I'm good. Okay, there's no pink on those. So anyways, that's the big one. And then what I would do is go with my Mod Podge. make your ribbon shiny. Like that. That's going to dry clear, so I'm not going to worry about it getting on the red a little bit too much. I mean, you could wipe it off, but the Mod Podge doesn't. It goes on white, but it'll dry clear. Okay. Anyways, this is like a first time through. Found some cutters. Thought they might be cute to try. Okay. I'm going to let this dry. A little present. You could put, you know, a little, oh, you know what? The tag that we made with our tea, I bet that would look super cute on there as well. I'll have to add that later. But anyways, that's the present. That's the large one, okay? That's the large one. Okay, so we need to get busy on our fireplace. Okay. Hi, Athena. All right, so let me get these. Oh, and then I want to do a tree. I want to do a tree real quick because I want to show you guys the cutters. Okay, hold on. Let's do a tree because I do want to try. I think the tree I've got is a little too big, but so the first thing we need to do for our tree is cut the cookie piece, right? So let me move these. I might sell these in like a 3-piece set, probably like that. I think that's 3, 2, and 1.5. 3, 2, and 1.5 on the presents. Okay. These ones, these are kind of tiny. I mean, I can sell these for the people who work with the smaller clay if you guys want that. But for moi, I think it's a little bit small. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to get out my cookie base again, and we're going to do the tree. Last time we did the tree in pink. This time I want to do the tree in green, okay? The bigger cutter that we've got that comes in the kit, they come with the star, so you guys don't have to worry about the star, all right? So let's go over this one more time for the tree. I like to roll it out. Cookies are thicker, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and then the star. Okay, I need something to pop this out with. Guess I should have got that one a little moist. It's okay though, because that's the bottom piece. We don't worry about the bottom piece. This is a brand new cutter, never been used. Water yours down, okay, to get them out. But that's our tree. The only thing you don't get is a trunk, so you got to make your own trunk, okay? Which is no big deal. I'm just trying to go through this quickly so we can get to the fireplace, because the fireplace does take time. All right, so my bottom piece of my tree is going to be green, dark green. All right, so I am going to water that down a little bit. Just the edges, so this comes out, okay? I don't want to have to poke through my clay and then get dents on my clay, okay? Okay, you. I'm going to put this on a piece of parchment paper so that it doesn't stick to my table like it is, and it makes it easy to work. All right, and then I'm just going to piece these out one at a time. One. This one goes on the bottom. Line it up. Okay. I'm going to take a little bit of white to this and lighten it up for the middle. I don't need a lot, so I'm just going to take a little bit of green. I'm going to add a little bit of white. Just so it's lighter than the bottom, but darker than the top. You guys can do yours on all three colors the same. That's fine. I just like my tree to have different colors. I just like that look. All right. So there's my middle color. Again, just watering down the edges. Cut that out. Pop that out. Clean it up. Set that next. Okay. This one goes away. Away. And then we're going to put the lime green on the top. Nice thing about the star is you can choose to leave the star off. See, because what I really wanted to do is I want my tree to kind of bend like that a little bit, right? So it might go on my fireplace kind of like that. So we'll see. I'll do the top one light. We'll see. I'm gonna warm this up a little bit. I might put a star on it. We'll see. So this is the top layer. Before we made it white, I don't want this one to be white because we're going to put snow in between the branches, okay? With that little drip that we just made, okay? Top piece. Just bending it a little bit. Look how cute. That is still a cute tree. Sorry, cute tree. Love these trees. Love these trees. We started with these last year. Love the trees. All right. Let's do the drips. Okay. This is a, yes, it is a glass mat from We Are. Okay, We Are. It is that glass that if it broke, it's like the window in your car. It crumbles. It doesn't make, it's not sharp. So if a baby was to smash this, it wouldn't cut itself. Tempered. It's a tempered glass plate. You can get them in 2 sizes. You can get them at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, or online at Amazon. Okay? I love mine. If you get super glue on it, you take a little blade and you scrape it off. That was what I was worried about. It was like, how am I going to get the glue off of it, right? Because I use all kinds of different glues. Well, you just let it dry. You don't even, if you get glue on it while the super glue is wet, just walk away, let it dry, come back later, scrape it off, and you have a nice clean surface, okay? Sometimes I'll take a wet wipe and I will wipe it all off, okay? And then I'll dry it with just a paper towel and voila, okay? Okay, so let's make some snow using the new little yellow ones. Oh, I'm frozen. There. Using the new little yellow ones. I am going to wet this down because this can get stuck in there real easy. Okay? Real easy. One. I'm going to use my little pink tool to pop that out of there. Okay? Just like that. Well, let me finish cutting them all first. because I thin those out a little bit. Two. There's 3 layers. Let's see. One. I'm only going to do 2. I wonder if I do like... No, because that doesn't really have a swoopy on it. I could do it. Let's do 3 just in case I want to use it, and just cut off some of the drips off of it, and then we can place that on the top of the tree. We'll see. It's all a trial and error. That's the fun part. All right, I'm going to pop this one out. Okay, 3 for 3. All right. Okay, so what I do is I take my blade. These are in the polymer clay section at Hobby Lobby, and I believe you can find them on Amazon as well. And I just cut off some of the top because it's just a little too thick for me on the top. So I just cut it down a little bit, and then I can put that right on my tree. This one I'm going to have to cut off, let's see, probably this much for my edge. This one would go straighten out my grip a little bit. Look how cute! I love it. I love it. Okay. Then you could probably take a little drip and just cut like on an angle for the top of your tree, right? And put that right up on the top. Like that. Then you could put your star, you can still put your star up on top. Okay, so we don't waste clay. Ein Epps, you're amazing. Always Johnny on the spot with the information. We love you. Thank you. All right, so to just add a little trunk and your star is in yellow, or at least my star's in yellow. Pop out your little star. My star's a little too wet, so I'm just going to dry them off a smidge. Okay. And then to make a little brown trunk, I'm just going to take some chocolate, and I'm just going to put a little stem on the bottom, nothing major. I'm sorry, Athena, there's nothing I can do. It's just the internet, probably because we're running both of our printers right now, which we have to for orders, okay? But I'm sorry. It's just, there's nothing I can do. It just says slow internet. It'll come back, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. No, it's not your phone. It's probably the internet because we're running both of our printers. And they're wireless. So then I'm just going to put this little tree trunk. I think I'll use a little toothpick for this. Yeah, I know. I go back and I watch the videos and I see them too. And I see every once in a while, I see a message on my Mevo that tells me slow internet, but we're in the city. I mean, we're outside Albuquerque. We're not in Albuquerque direct. But they just laid good cable through here, so I don't know. Anyways, here's my little tree trunk. So here's a little tree. It's happening in Texas too. Okay, good. All right, good. That kind of makes me feel better. What is today? Today's Thursday. Sometimes the weekends are heavier, right? And so sometimes the internet is slower. All right, so there we go. There's our tree. See, I was thinking of a tree along the side of our fireplace, right? In clay, it would be really cute right there. So we're going to set these two pieces aside that we made. Get my present up off of here. Okay, let's move all the stuff. Let me make sure my space is dry. Okay. All right, let me go over real quick on the, we're getting ready to launch the bulb kits, okay? They're like this. Now, they don't have the bubble on them, right? But they're like this. So this is the little guy that you're getting in your Frosty kits, okay? You're getting an extra set for him, right? An extra eyes, hat, a little broom. You're getting 2 little pipes. So we're gonna make him in the same kit. So you're already gonna get your Frosty bulb in your Frosty kits, okay? Then I've got red, pink, blue, and green bulbs and then this one would be a gingerbread bulb. Okay, so this is made with the gingerbread color. So there's going to be, let's see, so red, pink, green, blue. We're going to do this little guy in that kit as well, right? So that's 5. Then the gingerbread bulb, that's 6. So it's going to be 6 bulbs in that kit. So 6 balls you'll get. You'll get your little face for him. You'll get, I think I've got enough of these to put in along with that. You're going to get a bag of gray clay, right? You're going to get the eyes that you need for all your different pieces. So you're going to get 2 specialty bulbs, and the other ones are going to be colored, just colored, but they're still going to have a little face on them, a little nose, and we're going to make all of those, I believe, on a free live. We'll do those on a free live, okay? So those are coming out. The clay should be in. I just got 1 set of the bulbs in. So I'm going to be getting those kits together, but I'm going to let you know the price is going to be higher because you're going to get 6 bulbs in that kit, okay? So just FYI, I know a lot of people are wanting to get all of the stuff in to be able to make all their kits for the shows. So I understand that. I'm waiting for my clay, okay, but anyways, just letting you guys know that those are coming. All right. Uh-oh, Greg had to cancel something. All right, let's get this fireplace started so you guys can see how these are put together. I got my cutters out just in case I want to cut some pieces off. All right. Here's my fireplace. Let me see if I can lift you guys up a little bit because we're working on a higher piece. Okay. More like this. All right. So we're going to be working up here, and then I usually like to put, you know, something like I was saying, like the tree on the fireplace, kind of like that, right? So it looks really cute sitting on the side of the fireplace. Or that's one of the reasons why I cut the presents. This one's bigger, and you wouldn't use this big size, but this would be super cute as well. Or you can even put, you know, multiple size presents along the bottom of your fireplace. Just don't go too high up. The flame's is gonna flame up here in this area. Okay, this is gonna light up. The flame's up in this area. So if you're gonna decorate the bottom, stick to the bottom. But I always like to put something up along the top, or I like to put like one in one corner and one up in another corner, right? That looks really cute as well. Okay, so that's why I made these two pieces, because I might use one of these, right, to go on the front face of my fireplace. Okay, so I've got two pieces are my main focal points, and that's these. So I have a theme, and my theme are these guys. Okay, let me get this stuff out of my way here. All these cutters. So these are my pieces that are going to be sitting up here. So I'm going to have, let's see, how did I plan this? She's going to be on one side. He's going to be on the other side. Okay, I wanted one a little bit higher up than the other one, like this. So they're cattywampus. They're not straight up on the same level. It gives it some height, okay? Just trying to get you guys to where you guys can see the whole picture, okay? So this is what we're going to be working on today, putting this fireplace together, utilizing these two pieces, okay? And then I've got some other random pieces around me to kind of add to this to finish this off. So first of all, I have to cover... Hi, Alita! I have to cover all of my, this is just floral foam, okay? I have to cover up all my floral foam. I tried to get this off because I really don't need this. But this one doesn't want to come off. You know what? Because this just kind of gets in my way. I don't need this to hang. This is going to sit on a desk or a table somewhere. Okay, so I'm just going to cut that right off. I don't need that. It's just going to be blocking what I'm trying to do up here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to face it towards me. So the first thing I'm doing is I've got to cover the top, and I've got to do it in clay. All right, because the whole thing is done in a clay. So to do that, I'm going to try to find my biggest splats that I have. And I'm going to overlap the splats to give it kind of a layered look. Now, I recommend no more than 2 layers. I've done 3 layers before on a marshmallow where I did white and brown and chocolate, and it was almost too much. It was just like too much. So I'm going to try 2 layers, and I'm going to try to stick with reds and greens. But good Lord, my splats aren't ever-loving mess. So let me get this off real quick, because some of this is going to come off on my clay, and I don't want that. Or I might do like a white, like a white on the bottom. And I'm going to do my splats in layers. So I'm going to get different sizes. This one needs to be cleaned. I don't want to take a chance. Hey, you guys, I was thinking too. The milk bottles that we used in our sweet treat sets, these are a perfect milk jug for the Santa cookies on a Santa plate as well. If you want to do all clay, this would be really cute. So I am going to do a milk jug bottle for a Santa plate using this cutter. So I don't know if I've got this cutter listed separately all by itself, but I might do that just so you guys can get your hands on just the mug or just the jug if you don't already have the full set of sweet treat sets. This came in one of the 3 pieces with the milk and cookies, I think is what this came with. But this is going to be great for a Santa milk bottle with your Santa cookies on a plate, okay? So just saying, I just remembered that when I was looking for something today. All right, so that's not going to hurt anything. All right, so let's start with, I'm going to start with a red. I'm going to start with red. And to get that glue on there, I'm going to put some glue. I'll put some glue on here. We'll do one side at a time. Just kind of moving that around a little bit with a wet brush. Gentle, because this foam stuff is gonna go everywhere, okay? So just gently. Now we're not in a rush because that's not a hot glue item, okay? We'll roll out some red. Tasha, you got to buy by the case, love. I have 6 because 6 comes in a case. Actually, I have 7 because I never know if they're going to come out. So I saved one from last year because I always sell these. But if they're in Dollar Tree on the website, then more than likely they're coming out in the stores. They're up to 7. So I don't know if they're only going to sell them online this year. Because I don't know about you guys, our stores, I haven't been into a store since my foot, which has been about 6 weeks now. So I have no idea what's in the stores for Christmas yet. But are we selling $7 items? Because it used to be 5, right? That was the highest it went, was 5. And now they're up to 7. So I just buy it by the case. Because I can do 6 and I can sell 6, and they're great gifts too, you guys. I mean, they're great gifts. I gave one to my girlfriend. I gave one to my nanny mom that I used to work for in her favorite colors. Okay, so here's one splat. I'm going to try to pop this out. Come on. I know I didn't get this wet. I'm afraid to pull that because I need to pop these out first. Straighten this piece out. Not too worried because I know I'm going to be layering it. So basically it's just okay. More red. Let's do a smaller one. Let's try this one. I'm going to go ahead and get this one wet just so I don't have so much trouble getting it out. Yes, it's the flame lantern. All right, so that's all I'm going to put on that side because I'll cover the rest up with white. You're not even going to be able to see any of that by the time we're done. By the time we get all of these guys up here and everything that we want to put up here, you're not even going to be able to see most of this, okay? But the splats look cute. If there's a spot that doesn't have something on it and you see the little splat piece, it does look cute. But most of this is covered. I think that should be good with red. The rest we'll do in white. Hi, Charlene Gleason. How are you? This one's purple all over it. So sorry about the internet today, you guys. I'm so sorry. Amazon sells the fireplaces. Do they sell them on an individual basis, or do you still have to buy them in the case? And if so, how much are they charging for them, hon? Do you know? Can you check on that for me? I haven't looked. I just always got mine through Dollar Tree. I don't know what shipping is from Temu right now on a case of these. I don't know if you can buy them. I buy them by the case. Some people don't like that. I do because I can make enough of them, right? And I have enough theme ideas to put them all together. I'm going to do a gingerbread. Usually do a little gingerbread. Now remember, clay sticks to clay. Okay. This takes the longest part too. Once you get it all covered up, then, and I do it this way. I just like the splats. You guys could probably just unroll a great big old thing of clay, right, and just cover it. That's up to you guys, how you guys want to do yours, right? I've just always done the splats because I like the way the splats look. Almost done. I think I do a snowman, and then I do splats around as well because it's like snow fight, a snowball fight. Yes, it's expensive. $25.99 on sale for one. That's, wow. Well, I guess, you know what, guys? Worst case scenario, I can always go buy a couple of cases and then we can just list them in my shop where you guys can buy as many as you want. If you want one, if you want two. I would probably charge, since they're $7, I would probably just charge $10 plus shipping. It's cheaper than Amazon, but I want this one there, I want this one there. See, look how cute. And then you start putting pieces on it, and it just looks really cute. So, I want some small splat pieces. Just need some small splat pieces here. These are the big splat sets that we have in the shop. We have two different sizes of splats. These, I don't have those listed, I think. I have to get with Greg and we can get those listed so that you guys can have a variety of the sizes. We have this set. This is one of our sets, 3 pieces, okay? And then we have a different set that is sold with the sweet treats and or separate, but they look more like this. And Greg enlarged them for us to make it easier for you guys to use them, so they actually come a little bit bigger. But we have 2 different sets, and then I can have him start putting these on a sheet, and these come three to a size, I believe. I think that's the biggest one out of that set, okay? So we have different splats. To put white back here just to get some white. And I got, I think, one more spot to cover up. Back here. We're going to put a white splat set right there. Okay, let me take a look. I gotta put something right here. And I think we're done because my pieces are all going to sit up there. Here. All right, there we go. I'm good with this. See? Okay. Now, let's get busy. Let's get busy. I'm going to put my centerpieces up there first, and I'm going to work around them, okay? So they are foam. This is foam. I can put them on. I'm not going to need any more clay. I can put them on with toothpicks and glue. Make sure you got a lot of hot glue, okay? Because you're going to need hot glue sticks, okay? All right. So let's see. I want him and then her. All right. So I'm going to start up here. Let's see. I think this one will be fine. I need glue, so let's see what kind of glue do I want to use with him. Just got glue all over my finger. Okay. I don't want any red or anything on my hands. Okay, so let's see. Hot glue is not going to give it a long-term stick, but it is going to give it a temporary stick, okay? The tacky glue is probably the better long-term stick for these because we are doing a lot of gluing. So I might be switching back and forth between my glues, okay? So first of all, he's styrofoam. I need to put styrofoam here. Need more glue. I'm going to put it on my toothpick, okay? He's going to sit right there, okay? Because this is my front, okay? Thank you, Sandy Gillespie. They had it at the fair yesterday, but I wasn't able to get one. Aw. This one took forever and a whole year. This is what, he's been gone 3 weeks? That's how long it took me to get mine in. And I got Greg the black one that has the bullet hole in it, but I didn't want a bullet hole. That to me is just too sad. So I just got this one. And today I ordered a bracelet that matches. It's in white beads that says freedom. And then there's 2 crosses facing each other with beads all around. Is so cute. So cute. All right. So she's going to sit down here. Okay. And then we're going to toothpick her. I'm not going to use a full length toothpick, okay, because that's a little bit too long. So I'm going to break that off. I'm going to toothpick her. All right. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put glue on her toothpick, and she's going to set kind of the opposite direction of him. All right. Okay. Now, we have all kinds of things we want to do. So Nancy Poole made me a bunch of these, which I really, 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 really like. So what I had planned was a tree. And then some presents around the tree. Kind of what I was thinking. Okay, but let me see. I don't want my tree to hide. I want my tree to be seen. Let's see. I don't want to cover any of them up. I'd like it like right here, but I really don't have a styrofoam piece for it. I think that's going to work right there. So I'll have to glue that in right there. Like that. Dang, internet kept starting and stopping, starting and stopping. Let's see, can I get this one right in here? Okay, yeah, I know I can, so. I'm going to go ahead and glue it in there. Okay, let me put the camera up a little bit because as we build, so you guys can see what we're doing. Okay. So I got my tree and I got a present down in front. Okay. Let's see. I have a North Pole sign. That's really cute. That might go. Yeah, I kind of like that right there, huh? There. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay. North Pole. That way. Let's see. I do have some of these type pieces. I have a couple of these. These are pretty lightweight. These are really cute. If you unwind them and then rewind them loose a little bit. That one's so tight, kind of like that. Total whimsy is where we're going with this, you guys. Total whimsy. So this gives me some height. I do have two of these. So if I went like that. Oh yeah, I do like those. Okay. These are picks for wreaths, and I believe you can get these. You might have to check. Any wreath supply shop is where you can get a lot of this stuff, okay? This is what I usually work on with these pieces, is stuff from a wreath supply. So I want these going in opposite directions, and I'd like them coming from the back. So let's see what we got back here. So one would go here like this. One would have to come up here. Going to be very festive and fun. So let's see. So I'm thinking this one, like that. This one, like that. Oh yeah, definitely like that. So let's take these out and let's glue these back in. That one goes there. That one goes right there. We only just got started, Eine Epps. We only just got started. All right, now I'm gonna need some stuff down in front. I've got.
I had to fix that P1P.
I saw something.
It's running now. The fan overheated or something.
What was on there? The trees?
Yeah, but they finished.
I was going to say they should have been almost done.
They're not.
Okay, okay.
So I had to change the fan and so it's printing some trees again.
Okay, all right, thank you.
I'll talk to you later.
All right. Okay. Let's cut off some more of these, which I'm sorry, you guys. I know I'm in your line of sight here. So I'm cutting up these little. I think I might have even gotten these. Doesn't say Hobby Lobby or anywhere on it. It just says Holiday Floral is all it says on there. Try to use as much of something as possible. Okay. Dang, internet. This video is going to look like heck. And this is one of my favorite videos. Okay. All right, we got lollipops. Let's see. Here's a 3-piece lollipop that It's super cute, like right there. Yeah. Like that. One on the other side. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Sometimes Michael's too, okay? Now I want this right there. Actually, though, I want to put something in there before. And did that. Yeah. Or that, and then I know I have this one here. Got to remember where my styrofoam is. I don't want it to cover up the one behind it. All right, yeah, definitely like that there. It's so festive. It's so festive. So I like this little guy here because it's different, right? And then I could probably put, let's see, peppermints back here. Yeah, we could do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these because it's original. I am gonna, because it's thick and it's hard plastic, I'm going to put on some super glue so that gets held permanent. Okay. And then I'm going to use some hot glue as well. And that's going to go right there. And then back in the back, we're going to put lollies. Get a lolly over here. Or do I want a lolly like down here? So many things. So many things. Oh, yeah. All right. I think I like this lolly down in the front better. Ah. Okay, like that. Trying to find the color. That's too bright. Think. Got them like both going at different. All right, we're gonna have to stick with that. All right, so very, very festive. Yes, yes. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What else do we got? Let's see, what else, what else, what else? We do have, let's see. I have a bigger gift over here in red. That's not right. That would have to, if that one's like that, this one. Green. I knew. I make sure that I look through them all. I don't want to like forget, like this. Again, you guys, Nancy made these for me. They are original. Well, she makes them with her cutter. So, You can't buy these unless she wants to sell them to you. Okay, but they're very original. All right, trying to get some space over here so I see what I got. Now I know in one of these packs I had the dog. I don't remember his name, but I know. Ooh, and I have a Cindy Lou. Do I have any more Cindy Lou's? Okay, those are cute. Already got those out. I don't have any of those. There's Cindy Lou. Okay. Don't need the bats. I don't know about these plastic things. I don't know. Those might work. Let's keep those out. Like that, right? Yeah, see? That looks good like that. That works, right? Wow. That went in there real nice, actually. So let's put that back in there. That went just like... Come on. That's all right. I can always put something in front of it. I like the stink, stink, stunk thing. Yes. Okay. Put those, but let's put a Cindy Lou Who. You guys, this is so much fun. This is my absolute favorite part of decorating something, is this part right here, where you get to figure out where you want to put everything, how you want everything to go. Like, she made me some of those. Oh my gosh, you guys. Nancy, you have no idea what you have started, my friend. You have no idea what you have started. Because I want to do another whole one in just gingerbread. Yes. Okay, I got another one of these. Okay, I need to separate these out and get these into the right orders. But let's go into this pack, because this pack has the little dog. And I think I want him down in front. Oh my gosh, if this is not woohoo village fun, oh my gosh. And it sits on a fireplace. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, little Cindy Lou Who. She needs to come over here somewhere. We need to get her a little dancing. All right, so let's break her down a little bit. Let's put her right here. Move her up a little bit more. Yes. Little Cindy Lou. Look at the goodies so far, you guys. This is so much fun. This is amazing. This is so Jill's whimsical, right up my alley. All right, so let's see. We have another present over here. Oh, the dog. All right, so I have the dog in a couple of different ways. Okay, let me get these open. These are cupcake toppers, you guys, from Amazon. These other ones, these are not all made by Nancy. You guys can go to Amazon, get you some cupcake toppers. I'm telling you. Look at how cute this one is. Definitely. Let's see. That would have to go on white. Let's put this one. Oops. Man, I cut that one down just a little bit too far. Let's see. No. Don't like that one. How about... like that. Would you like that? Some glue right there. Like that. Fix my clay a little bit here. Okay. And let's see, here's his little dog. Okay, got to get him on here. So, oh, yeah, see, you know what? He needs to come on here somewhere that he stands out a little bit. What about over here? Oh, yeah. But is it the only one I have of him? I thought I had one that was like a regular picture of him. Here he is. Over here. Yes. Yes. Okay. We can also stick him. He'd have to go here. We need to break him down a little bit more. He can go here. Right there. Okay. I need a bigger piece here. Yeah, that's okay. I like that on the side like that. Okay. I'm just filling in my holes now, okay? That's what I'm doing. Got an actual little picture of him over here. I could probably put him over here like this. It's not going to hurt him to go through here. There we go. All right, I like that. So let's get this some glue. Stand this up and put him right there. Okay. Okay. Let's see, what do we got? I don't want these guys in here because that's a different idea. But we do have a star. You know what? We have his hands. Let's see if we can do something. With this coming up out of here. Somewhere, let's see. It's got to be going in this direction though because of... So I can break that piece down. I can put some glue right here. And I can put the hand coming right there so it hangs down into the clay. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? I like this piece. Yeah, I like that piece right there. I need more glue. That would go like that. Okay. And then I do have another one of these that could go like, let's see. Like that. That would go like that. That. Right. Almost done, you guys. We're almost done. Couple of smaller pieces. Check this out. Look how stinking cute. And I'm going to put batteries in it when I'm done. And I am going to turn it on for you guys to see. Okay. This will be available, but this is a little pricier, okay? Because look at all the stuff and the goodies we've got in here, okay? This is a very unique piece. Let's see. That's what I do. I usually go around a piece in my hand and see if there's a place I might be able to find for it. Okay. Oh, here we got a Santa hat. We got his hat over here. Got a hat. Ooh, we got a Merry Christmas too. That would be awesome right in front. Or maybe right here. Can I break that? I have to break that down. Or go there. Down in here. I don't want to cover up her face too much. It has to go on the side, so I'm going to have to break it down. But I got to get it there. Okay. This is the one that I think is going to go right down in here, like that. How about this one, like right here? Yeah, and that almost finishes it off right there. Ta-da! Okay, wow, I gotta get all this stuff out of the way too. So, did I use the Santa hat? I don't think I got the Santa hat in there. I think I need this little Santa hat in there somewhere. Okay, let's break this. Let's glue this. Let's put his little Santa hat right there. Okay. Up just a little bit so we can see it. All right. Gotta keep these all together so I don't lose any of them or forget I have them. You know how many times I've done that? Forgotten I had something. No, so you don't want to overkill it. I don't want to do like too much. But you know what? One more of these back up in there might be cute. Give it some height. Let's see. If I went like right I feel like something needs to be there, but I don't want too much to be there. You know what I mean? And then I want something over here, but I don't think that tree is going to do it. I don't think the tree is what I want over there. These are too big. The ones that I've got left are just a little bit too big. See if you want like that. This one goes this way. This one goes this way. Those might work. Those might work. All right, let me get all these pieces picked up, you guys, because I've got a mess. I've got to figure out what, unless I want to stick a little Cindy Lou Who up in there. Yeah, she looks cute up there, right? You can have more than one. Yeah. All right, that looks okay. It's not too overpowering, right? Little Cindy Lou right there in the center. There. Okay, okay. I'm gonna set this all together aside. On the back. Not bad. Not bad. Bad for the back. Not bad. Let's see, I already have one of him. Put one of these on the over here. No. How about another one of him over here? There. We need a little something, something right there. All right, let's get all this stuff put away, you guys, so I don't ruin any of this stuff. Got sticks broken, sticks not broken. Oops. Okay. Clean up this mess. There it is. Okay, so what I was thinking was maybe finishing it off with a light here and a light here. Like that. I don't know. Might be too much. Just one. I don't want to cover up my fireplace though. So I don't want to overdo it. But I think I do like that. Just like that. Okay. Been on live long enough. So here's everything we got, right? The back's not bad. There's our green guy woohoo loo-hoo fireplace top. Okay, I'll figure out the money on this one and I'll get this one listed in the shop in case if anyone's interested in it. But it would have to dry for a couple of days before this thing got shipped. And I might even go back and like Mod Podge over some of the gray that the clay that's exposed just to protect it a little bit. Okay, and then go through and get off all of these glue strings. But I really like it. It's very festive. I love the way it looks. If anybody does this theme in their house someplace, this piece would slide right in with whatever their house is gonna look like that. Okay, let me change the colors and see if you guys can. There, that's kind of a good color for it. That's not, that's bright. All right, I'm just playing with the lights. Just so you guys, I'm trying to get you guys a true color of everything, but I'll have to take some photos. So I'm gonna get off of here, let you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna put some batteries in here, light this thing up, and take some pictures. Okay? Thanks, guys. You guys have a great, what is this, Thursday? And I'll see you guys later.